What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. As you see by the title of today's video, I'm talking about negativity in fandom spaces. The reason why I wanted to talk about or use this topic in a video is because I just came across a lot of negativity in just across social media and across numerous of the fandom spaces that I am in. As I told you guys before, I really love anime and manga, so I'm a part of that fandom space. I also like BTS, so I'm a part of the BTS army, and because of that, I've gotten a lot of K-pop content as well. And because of me enjoying the game or starting to play the game Pokemon Legends ZA, I've gotten a lot of Pokemon gaming content as well. And I remember seeing a lot of reviews coming out about the game, which I'm not going to give my own review about the game. I haven't played it long enough in order to me to feel like I can actually give it a really good review at this point in time. But I was seeing a lot of the things that people had with issues regarding the game, some of which I really don't have an issue with. But I was coming across also posts of people who were genuinely really positive about the game, who really enjoyed it, who were being told by other people on the internet that they were just like Nintendo defenders or just total fanboys, or that their review wasn't legitimate because they were more positive about the game and they didn't have the same criticisms about the game that other people who had reviewed the game or played the game had about the game. So it started to make me realize that there's just negativity in so many fandom spaces. Now, I don't think negativity in fandom spaces is ever going to go away, but I feel like that if you're someone who is very sensitive to negativity, I guess is the best way for me to phrase it, that here are some like tips that I kind of use to get around this negativity that I see in many of the fandom spaces that I am a part of. So mostly when it comes to like K-pop fandom spaces, and I come across this negativity a lot, especially on TikTok and on Twitter, but definitely more so TikTok. A lot of people are making these videos or these long dissertations or these long hate videos about a group or a member. It's usually just rage bait. Sorry if you hear sounds of the boxes. That is my cat. He's deciding to play with his toys, which I love when he plays with his toys, but sometimes it gets a little bit loud. But yeah, this mostly when I see videos like that, it's usually always for rage bait. They just want views. They want people to look at their video. They want people to comment, because a lot of times if they're monetized, it gives them a lot more money. That's pretty much what it is for. And I feel like many of us kind of like get sucked into that, because let's be completely honest, just in a natural, way our psyche works. If someone is complimenting you, you don't think of the compliment for a pretty long time. You kind of say thank you and you keep moving on. But if someone says something negative about you, it sticks with you. It like festers, like it stays in your brain. And anytime you have a down moment, you think of the negative things that people have said about you. So when it comes to negative content online, many of us are going to absorb it or listen to it or watch it a lot more. We're going to engage with it a lot more because it's going to rile our thoughts up. It's going to make us want to respond. It's going to make us want to make a video about it or make a, talk about it even more if we feel like we disagree with it, or we're going to want to comment it on it because of somebody we want to feel like, they're incorrect with what they're saying. That's what it is with like the whole negativity part with videos and things like that. And on TikTok, it's just always rage bait, right? I see it all the time, again, with K-pop. A lot of people make TikTok lives, and a lot of times they're just so rage baity. Like, you're like, yo, you put the same topic up every 2 weeks or every single day, and it doesn't change. Like, you are only doing this to get people in your live to watch it, to get people to comment, and to get people upset. And many times you talk specifically about certain groups because it will get the fandom there, it will get the fandom involved, etc. Now, when it comes to anime and manga, it's kind of the same thing. People choose rage bait topics, right? People choose topics like, what's the better anime? Dragon Ball Z or One Piece. Or they'll they'll like make a rage bait video like tier ranking anime and then shit talking about them at the same time and not ranking them correctly. We've seen videos like this before, and yes, the video that I'm referencing, many of us have seen and or have talked about. I've talked about it before. They have came out with a whole nother video, so this video is not about them. But it's just about the fact that negativity just thrives in fandom spaces, and it doesn't need to. To be completely honest, negativity would no longer thrive in fandom spaces is we ourselves, a part of the fandom, did not engage with it. If we just ignored it, if we knew this person was just trying to make rage bait topics, and usually you can tell just by the content that they're coming out on their channel just in general, if all their topics are negative and all their topics are just rage bait, then to me at that point, block them, mute them. We don't need the negativity in fandom spaces at all. Can you have like very critical discussions in a fandom space? Yes. But if someone is only making negative topics the entire time in the fandom space, then to me, they only are there for engagement. Sometimes I wonder if they actually really like the content that they're consuming, or if they're just consuming the content because they want to rage hate on it and not because they actually enjoy it. There's a lot of reasons why within negativity in fandom spaces that for me, I try to curate my timeline as much as possible. I follow only people whose content I actually want to engage with, whether it's just me liking it or commenting on it or just looking at the things that they create. I don't try to engage with any of the negative content. When it comes to TikTok, with people I have found to be just very overly negative, or who always, I feel like, make me angry or make me upset with the things that they have to say, I block them. I mute them. I make sure I say that I'm not interested in any of the things that they put on my timeline. I see no reason to engage in that content, especially when it doesn't serve me any purpose. On top of that, with how things are going nowadays in the world, and specifically for me as someone who's in the US, the last thing I need in my life is more negativity. The one thing I want to have solace in is my hobbies that I have. Right? My hobbies that take my mind off of what's currently going on out here in the world. I love anime and being able to watch it on TV and with my husband or with my friends, or talk about it on online spaces. That makes me happy. Making YouTube videos to talk about my reviews of shows I watch, or just interesting discussion topics that I have, that makes me happy. Me engaging in fan wars on the internet, that doesn't serve me any purpose. And many times it just has me go about the rest of my day just angry about something that someone else said on the internet. The same thing how it comes with K-pop. Like, I just try to indulge in like the things that I enjoy about BTS, right? I enjoy their music videos, I enjoy their music, I enjoy the other content that they come out with. I enjoy talking, discussing of the members with all my other friends, both on the internet and in real life. Just being able to have just such fun topics. That's why most of the topics that I try to have on my YouTube channel, I try to make them as positive as possible. I try to make little fun little videos discussing the members and discussing everything else like that, because it just truly makes me happy. So for those of you guys who are in a lot of fandom spaces, I know we've all dealt with negativity that people have tried to put out there on the internet, talking about our fandoms or talking about the things that we enjoy. And the best thing I can say is just don't engage with it. Those people, once they realize they're not getting views or not getting people engaging their content, sometimes they will just stop, because they're like, well, it's not lucrative for me. I don't get anything out of it, so why should I continue it? Just remember, when you are watching this type of content, or think of it as if you're like creating a video, right? And you're creating something on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, and you think it's the best video you ever made, right? You really enjoy the topic. You feel like it's something you want to make a series out of, but it's not as received as well as you thought it was, right? Many people are like, okay, well, that didn't do well, so let me come up with something different. And then they just will stop creating that type of content and then move on to something else. Think of it the same way with the negative videos. Someone makes a negative video and they get a lot of views on it. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna keep this up, right? I got a lot of views on this. I got a lot of people watching it, a lot of people talking it. Look at the ad revenue I got for this video. I'm gonna keep doing it. And they're going to keep making negative videos because they know that it gets people engaged, it gets people talking. Controversy sales. So a lot of people are going to keep making controversial, maybe not content, but have controversial opinions to get people to watch. Why do you think those videos, unpopular opinions, usually take off on the internet? And I feel like it's just running rampant now in fandom spaces, where you see so many people that are saying, I'm going to be leaving this fandom because of X, Y, and Z, because of the negativity involved. And to me, before you do that, take a look and see how your timeline is looking when it comes to TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, any other social media that you happen to use, and see if there's a way that you can curate your timeline to make it more positive, so that you don't actually leave the fandom, because you actually do care about the things that you're engaging in, right? You're not going to give up on K-pop or the K-pop group that you like, or anime and manga, or on gaming just because, you know, people are negative, right? So don't do that. Don't let people being negative in the community push you away from something that you genuinely really, really love and something that genuinely you really enjoy. Just curate your timelines, you know, try to stay positive and look for the positive in everything, because that negativity that's happening online, that discourse that's happening online is probably like 0.1% or less of what the actual fandom is discussing, right? And that's one thing that I've had to learn. So I try not to engage in the negativity that's happening in the fandom spaces. When it comes to anime and manga, I try and stay with the positivity as much as possible. When it comes to gaming, same thing. And when it comes to K-pop, the best thing I've ever done is to mute and block anyone that I've seen talking shit on the internet and just doing rage bait topics that I know for a fact, like, they're only doing this for views. And sometimes I even question, again, like I said previously, I question if they actually enjoy this content or they're only doing it because it gets them views. So yeah, be smart about it. Overall, negativity should have no place in fandom spaces. Many of us are in fandoms for us to kind of have something that we enjoy and indulge in that's outside of our everyday lives. And I feel like don't let the negativity, you know, take that away from you. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. It was a little bit more of a ranty video, and I apologize if I might have said anything incorrect or said things that might have came off a little bit strange. This is just my whole heart feelings about how I've been seeing negativity just online nowadays. And like I said previously, like, life is just way too short to continue to let negativity run rampant in fandom spaces. So yeah, don't give anyone that's trying to be negative or you feel like they're being negative, don't just pay them no mind. Let them talk to a wall, and generally I'm sure that they'll be like, I'm not getting any attention, so maybe I should just be quiet. So yeah, this is how I feel about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I have links below to all my social media accounts, so feel free to check me out on there as well. I won't list them because I always seem to forget one or I repeat one, but yeah, they're linked in the description box down below. And like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, please stay safe. All right, you guys.